What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're going to be drawing Serperior from Pokemon. Let's move all the way up towards the top left of our page and start with the head. We start out here with a point. Now from this point we're going to draw on the top of the head going up towards the back. So here we're going to go in, and then up, and round out the top of the head, and then pull that down. Let's go back to the front. We're going to draw that trim that goes around the eye. Starting from the tip, we're going to taper this down and then in. Now let's draw a hook. Come down and back in. Now we're going to go all the way around the eye and then curl this back up. So start out here, curve around, up to the top, come down the side of the head, and then we'll just curl that up. And then from here we're just going to taper that back down and out towards the right. Let's draw on the eye. Starting from the inside of this curve, we'll go out towards the right, and we'll pull that all the way up towards the top of the head. Now let's draw the edge of the iris. Starting from the top, curve around, and then down. Let's add a highlight on the left side of the eye. Starting up here, we're going to draw a half oval, coming down, and then back up. And then in the center of the eye, we draw a long oval, and then fill that in black. Now we move back to the front of the beak and draw the lower part of the head. So from here we're just going to curve down and then pull that in towards the neck. We're going to round this out and then angle down and out towards the left. Let's add in the mouth. So up here we're just going to draw a curve going up and then down. And then at the front we're just going to draw a small line for the nostril. Now the head gets tucked in behind these two curls, almost like a collar. So let's start from the center. We're going to go out and up towards the right. We're going to round this out and then just curl that back up. Let's add a curl over on the left side. Now this one's going to be a little bit smaller. So start from the center, we're going to go up and out towards the left, round this out, and then pull that up. Now we're going to draw the inside edge of the collar. From the top, curve up and tuck that in behind the neck. Let's draw the inner fold of that collar. Starting from the tip, taper it around, and then up towards the top. Now we're going to go back up and draw those two long ears. Starting from the base of the head, we curve up and then out. Now we're going to pull this down and then in behind the collar. So we're going to taper this down, in behind the collar. And then we'll take this line, just follow that same curve, going down and in behind the collar. Let's draw on the inside of the ear. Starting from the tip, we're going to taper this in behind the head. Now let's draw on the back ear. And leave a little gap. We're going to go up, then out. And then we'll taper this back down and in behind the head. I just want to draw the fold in the ear. Starting from the top, draw that same curve coming down. Now let's draw on the outer edge of the body. So we start at the top of this curve, and taper this in, and then down. Now I'm going to round out the body. So we want to go back out towards the left, round this out, and then come down towards the bottom. Now we're going to have the tail going up and then back in. Start down here, curve this up towards the top, round this out, and then we're just going to pull that back in towards the middle of our page. Now we're going to go back up and draw on the right side of the body. From this point, we curl this around, so we're going to taper this so it gets a little bit thicker as you come up. Now we want to bend this line around and line up with the back of the head. Going around, I'm just going to bring this down to right about there. Let's overlap a leaf on top of the body. So we step in, curve down, over that line, and we'll pull this up. I'm just going to taper that back down and in. Now we're going to do an overlap. Stepping up, curve over that line, and then down. Now we want to connect the inside to the outside with a curve. Going down, and then back up. Now the body's going to get wider along this area and then narrow down towards the tail. So let's start at the bottom of this leaf, curve down, up, and then round this out. And you can see that the body's going to start to get a little bit narrower as you come in. So we're going to come all the way around, down. I'm going to stop right about here. I want to overlap a leaf on top of the tail. So start with a curve. Starting out here, we're going to go up, and then down. I'm just going to finish off the bottom of the tail. We're just going to tuck that in behind the leaf. From the bottom corners, we're going to angle up and in. And then from the inside, we're just going to curve down towards a point. Let's continue the outer part of the tail going around. We're just going to curl this up at the end. So starting in behind the leaf on the left side, go in, and it's going to round this out, and then we'll tuck this in on top of the tail. Let's add 2 more leaves. Starting down here, we're going to draw a curve. Starting from the top, curve down in towards the tail, and then back up. And from the ends, we're going to angle down and in. And then similar to what we did down here, we're just going to curve up and in towards the center point. Let's add 1 more leaf along the bottom. Start with that curve, angle in, and then curve toward the center point. Now that we've finished the basic form of the body, it's time to go in and add some detail. So we're going to add these 2 flourishes along the back. So let's start up here. Start with a curve, coming down and in. Now let's want to round this out, and then curl this back up. We're going to move over. We're going to follow that same curve, coming down and in. And then we're going to round this out again and pull this up. And then from the ends, we're going to taper this down and then up towards the center. So let's start on the left side. Rounding this out, coming up towards the middle, and we'll work our way towards the right side. Curving down and then up. Let's move over towards the right and draw a slightly smaller one. From up here, we're going to curve out and then down, round this out, and then go up. Let's move over towards the right, draw that same curve, and then we'll curve and round out towards the opposite direction. And then again, we're going to hook this around in towards the center. Now let's add that trim across the body. Starting on the left side, we're going to angle up and in, come down, and then bend that over towards the right. Now we're just going to taper that back up towards the top, and then we'll draw a curl. Come down, round this out, and pull that back in. Now we're going to taper this around and then up towards the top. It's thicker as it comes up, round this out, all the way up towards the top. And then from the top, we're going to draw a trim line that goes all the way around the back, down towards the tail. Starting up here, curve down, in behind the leaf, come down towards the bottom of the leaf, we'll go in behind the flourish, come around, up in behind the second flourish, go and continue on the other side, come around. I'm just going to taper and blend in towards the back of the tail. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Serperior from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.